Hi, welcome to another episode of Brunch with your host, me, Chef Hall.
Brunch with Chef Hall. Episode 1, The Canadian Scrambambler. Following program contains nudity, violence, coarse language, taking of illicit substances, dangerous stunts, and etc. No animals were harmed during the making of this program. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. As always, please brunch irresponsibly.
Today we're going to be making something called a Canadian Scrambler. And I just made that name up. We've got a bunch of ingredients here and I could probably show them to you, but I'm probably not. We're going to do a couple extracurricular activities here that are going to be kind of a feature point of this series. And we're going to get this started. And now for today's first feature. Today we have one of the East Kootenay treasures from Fernie Brewing Co. First Tracks Brown Ale. Not only is it dark, nutty, and malty, but it fits inside this exquisite 355 milliliter can. Directly from the Rocky Mountains. This is going to be really good. You can really taste the malt in there. So after that delicious first feature of the day, I'm going to let you guys in a little pro tip here, alright? Ski goggles, onion goggles, alright? You want to make sure you get these goggles on so that when you're cutting these onions, you don't start crying like a little bitch here and people think it's because of the shotgun that you just did. So we're going to get a little bit of prep done here. Got the onion goggles on. We're going to dice up some onions. Finish dicing up these mushrooms here. And then dice up this as well. We're going to kind of add them all up and saute them in a pan. Low temp is the trick here. A lot of oil and a nice sharp knife. Alright, so we got all that diced up here. Now leave those goggles on because shit's about to get messy. Alright, so for our second feature of the day here, we have out of the immersive series from Golden BC and White Tooth Brewing Company, Tomorrow We Ride, Heffenweizen! This beer not only has this catchy slogan that you can kind of use when you're hungover and the night you're drinking before to really say, hey, you know what, even though we're drinking tonight, we're gonna go riding tomorrow. And you know, you might not make it, but maybe you will. Immersive series, White Tooth Brewing Company. Yeah, baby! The immersive series has got a lot of fizz, as you can see, a lot of carbonation in there. So one important thing when you're making brunch usually is to try to time everything, have it all kind of in a good sequence. Because we actually invented this show on the spot, it actually started already kind of making a little bit of brunch, okay? So there's a little preview of what we're going to be looking at a later date here, but timing is quite off here. We're probably looking at another 35 minutes here before we get everything kind of dialed. So we're going to take this, put it back in the oven in a little warming pad, and just keep trucking on. For a second cameo appearance today, we have Ida here. She likes socks. So here's a little peep of those ingredients. We've got scrambled eggs. We've got some fresh red peppers. I like to have some fresh stuff on the food that I'm eating. Avocados would have been nice. Maybe we'll actually dice up some grape tomatoes here as well. Get really on the red. We got some sauteed or caramelized mushrooms and onions. Here, rosemary, hash brown potatoes, and we've got some sausages, hot Italianos that we're going to dice up and we're going to throw into a delicious mix of awesomeness. First into the mix, these beautiful rosemary hash browns. Next up, diced up hot Italiano sausage. Next up, we got some onions, mushrooms. Now all that's left is just throw these scrambled eggs with cheese and the fresh vegetables onto the scramble, and we're set. We're ready to go. And there we have it. You know, generous portion size, generous people here, okay? We're gonna have probably a little sip while the meal's getting eaten, and then we'll click in for our third feature of the day. Well, that was really fucking good. And you know what? Things got cleaned right up, so right on. Now for our third and final feature of the day. You know this old battle horse, Bailey's, the original. 17% alcoholic liqueur. You know where that's going. Straight into that coffee cup. Pour more coffee on top, and you're laughing. Thanks for sharing your time with me today here. The host, again, of Brunch, Chef Hall.